Hip hop was good. This is the Go Get a TV. I'm your guy, Deme D. It's been a little minute since I did one of these segments. I'm excited. I got a dope producer here, the dope collector. This is Diggin Wit Deme, hip hop vinyl show where I have artists, producers, enthusiasts, collectors, everybody come through. They bring 5 pieces in their collection. We talk about the first 3, more like a talk piece. You talk about where you bought it at or why you bought it or if they're your favorite artist or whatever the case may be. 4th piece, we do show off on other collectors, and then the 5th one we do a prized possession. Even though I'm sure you have many, I have someone who's never been on the platform before, but we've done a lot of other stuff, been through a lot of other events. Got the guy 3rd Degree. What's good, my guy? Thank you for pulling up.
Appreciate you, my G.
We in New York City right now, Brooklyn, the White House. Shout out to Money Inc. 183rd. We holding it down. And yeah, we got our producer, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
sir.
So give him a little brief intro about yourself, and then we can get into your collection.
Bet. 3rd Degree from Poughkeepsie, New York.
Let's get
Produce, DJ. We make
DJ too?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Make all sorts of different vibes, So that's what we do. PK to BK all day.
All day. Hip hop lover. I'm saying you recently did something with my guy Party G, right? You did a couple of beats on this project.
Yep.
The Wavy Regime. Let me get that right. We recently did an album listening to. Salute to the guy Party. All over the town, upstate, downstate, Florida. He's everywhere, linking everybody together. And salute to him, man. Artists y'all should check out. So we're gonna get started, man. Diggin Wit Deme hip hop vinyl show. This is one of my. I enjoy doing this segment right here because I get the chance to link with a few different type of people, not just artists or rappers or people in that type of lane. So we're gonna start with the first 3, but we're gonna start with the first one from the first 3. So talk to my guy 3rd Degree in the building.
I bet. First one I got here, this one's special to me. It's Atlantic Star. Really, to me, it's just, I listened to it for sampling back in the day, but I just love the vibe of this record. I just listening to what they did with the production and everything, the singing, everything is just incredible. And I remember my brother, he's not really a music dude. He's a fan of music, but he doesn't like produce or nothing like that. But I was playing this record one day when we were back in the day at my crib. We were younger, and he heard the song "Send for Me," and he was like, "Bro, that's it. That's the one. Like, you gotta sample that."
Sample, okay.
Yeah, but like he always just loved that record, so I send it to him from time to time, and I just love this record right here. This is just good vibes right here.
Okay, what's the name one more time and the name of the album?
It's Atlantic Star, Secret Lovers, the best of Atlantic Star. So it's just got their collection on here, Circles, Am I Dreaming?
Like a best of type of genre.
Yeah,
Okay,
Silver Shadows, just classics, straight classics on here. It's a deep cut, but something that always resonated with me.
No doubt. Salute to Atlantic Star, man. Music comes from before hip hop, and we gotta show them they love as well.
And then the next one I got here, this is Unreleased Instrumentals Volume 2, DJ Premier.
Salute to Premier, man, a legend in the game.
Absolutely.
One of the best to ever do it. Still doing it. You know what I mean?
Probably my biggest influence, growing up, just listening to Gangstar, listening to Biggie cuts.
Guru too.
Yup, Guru, the Nas cuts, just everything he did for hip hop. This one always stuck with me because when I was younger, like 16, 17, this was just the one, like me and all my boys after school or on the weekends, we'd be hanging out, drinking, smoking, just freestyling. I'd be on the tables just playing these beats and mixing it up, just having fun. And this one always just reminds me of like the good times, like where I started.
Good times, man. Word, good feeling too.
Just all of that. So shout out to Premier all day.
Salute to Premier, man. Still doing it. So you've been doing it that long, or back then you was just listening to the music, or you was DJing at that time too?
Yeah, I started DJing and producing around the same time, probably like
Nice.
16, 17. Messing around
Okay,
with
you a vet.
messing around with like the Fruity Loops demo and stuff like that. And
Nice.
basically it's crazy. I was just telling them, like, even though I'm not really from, like, I'd say the vinyl era, but like around like 2009, 2010 when I first started DJing, like they didn't have all the programs and like all the virtual libraries like they have now. So like my first gigs, like I was still pulling up with crates of records because that's just what I had.
From that,
that's just what I had. I was telling them, like, pick up the bag. I'm like, that's
real
heavy.
Deal. Like,
imagine carrying crates. We were bringing in crates, like all that.
Yeah,
so
that's what's up. My pops was the DJ since the 70s, man. So that's where I get a lot of my influence from. And I had to help carry those goddamn heavy ass crates.
Yeah,
too,
man,
so
you know about it.
that's
yeah,
what's up,
for sure,
man.
for sure.
Salute.
Yeah.
So this is the third piece of the talk pieces right here, and I like the stories you've been giving us so far.
Bet.
I'll let them know what the last one is.
Man, this one's special right here. This is the one that we actually sampled for the Party G record, Still New York, featuring Loaded Lux.
Fire track.
Yeah, so the reason I love this one is because like the whole process of like how we made the beat. So there's a song on here called I'm Still Yours, and basically it's like an old like no ID Kanye type technique to repitch things. So, you know, this is an LP, 33 RPM is what it spins at, but every turntable has a 45 setting for, you know, 45s. So I put this LP on and I hit the 45 button and it sped the track up. So when she said I'm still yours, it sounded when it was pitched up like she said I'm still New York. So
Okay,
we sampled that, we chopped it, and we named the beat Still New York, and we sent it off to Party G, and he ended up keeping like the theme of the beat, the theme of the record, and he got Loaded Lux on it, which to me is just super dope. Shout out Loaded Lux, Harlem legend,
Harlem
battle
in the
rap
building,
legend, you know what I'm saying?
Legend in the game.
And to me, like as a producer, like we always strive for like, you know, we want the big placements. We want to work with like the Drakes, the Futures, the Cardis, and like people like that at the game. But like to me, I love like those records, you know, like the ones that resonate to like where I come from, like real hip hop. Even though they, you know, whatever, they might not do crazy numbers like those other artists, but like as a producer, it's important to like stay in tune with your sound and yourself, and like even if we're making pop records, dance records, all that stuff, I'm always gonna be making hip hop and making what I love, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Gloria.
Authenticity, you know what I'm saying?
Yup, shout out to Gloria Gaynor. Straight banger of an album,
Salute.
front to back.
Again,
So.
salute to Party G too, man. I'm telling you, this guy's in the making, man. He's here now, but he's in the making. Y'all gonna hear that name, be trust.
For sure, for sure. Shout out my guy, man.
So we're gonna get into the fourth piece, which I like to call the show-off piece for you show off or flex on other vinyl collectors or just, you know, hip-hop heads in general.
Yep, this one, it still has a sticker on it, April 18, 2015. I got it on Record Store Day. This is KMD.
KMD.
Yeah, Black Bastard. So for people who don't know, like this was MF Doom's first group with his brother Sub Rock, and this was their sophomore album. This is the one that ended up actually getting shelved after Sub Rock passed away, and what led to, you know, MF Doom becoming MF Doom. So like this album like really just stuck with me crazy like all throughout high school, like kind of just hearing like his process, because he's one of my favorite producers, rappers, DJs. You know what I'm saying? I got a big tat of him on my arm here, so that's how much he meant to me. Like growing up.
He got a big
you know
cult following. Boom,
like,
been that guy.
He meant a lot to me growing up. So like this album just to hear like the precursor to like what became MF Doom was always dope to me, and just hearing his styles and his approach to production, writing, all that stuff is just always been fire to me. So. It's my little flex piece right there.
Oh man, definitely. I know the MF Doom lovers gonna love that.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So we got the prize possession, even though I know you got many, but what's the prize possession we got for him today?
Yeah, nah, I mean, it ain't too much of a prize possession, I guess, as far as like flexing is concerned. But
the prize is what you hold dear.
Yeah, this one is real important to me. It's called The Ultimate Acapellas Volume 2, exclusive for DJs only. This is a real deep cut, but basically the reason this record's so important to me because this is the first record I ever sampled, like the first time I made a beat.
The first beat.
First time ever, yeah.
Nice,
I think I was like 16. My boy D Reedy, he pulled up, and that's my homie I grew up cooking up with. Shout out to D Reedy out in Orlando. He pulled up and like I had just got like my first turntable. I think it was like a Stanton T52 or something like that. And I got a crate of records, like my first crates, you know. This was one of the first ones that I had. And even though it says Ultimate Acapellas, it's not really acapellas. There's some like grooves on there and stuff like that. So like we ended up playing this one song. It's called I'm Back for More. I think it was a LA Groove or something like that. LA Mix, Get Loose, that's what it is. So yeah, he ended up showing me how to like record a sample into Fruity Loops and chop it up, and we made a beat that day, and like honestly, like ever since then we just been going and going, never look back.
Never look back. And salute, Monty. That's a good feeling, man, especially that you kept going.
Yeah, for sure, yep. And there was like this Biz Markie music video. It was like in cartoon on YouTube back in the day, and on the record it said he had a gold record that said, "Don't lose this record." Reedy used to tell me, he said, "Yo, that's this record. Don't lose this one." So I always had this in my collection, man. It's special to me. This is where it all started at. This one right here. So.
That is special though. That's what's up.
Yeah,
You kept it going, and you've come a long way because the music that I've heard is dope. The beats that you've been making and stuff that I heard. So salute to you on that. Thank you for pulling up. Listen, the vinyl lovers, this is where it's at. This is where hip hop lives. The Go Get a TV. I'm your guy, Deme D. Diggin Wit Deme, another episode. 3rd Degree in the building. And we got Poughkeepsie in the building.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Let's
PK all day.
Poughkeepsie to BK.
Yep.
Shout out to Money Inc. My guy, 183rd. We in the White House. You already know.
Yes, sir.